This is one of the biggest MMA stars in Japan, but also the most toxic one. And thanks to his crazy looks, rockstar attitude, and aggressive fighting style, Ren Hiramoto has become the most infamous prize fighter in Japan. And whether you love him or hate him, no one can deny that Ren Hiramoto's fights are must-see wars. But before he was Japan's version of Conor McGregor, Ren Hiramoto was actually a humble kid. Considered to be one of the most talented child prodigies in kickboxing, Ren Hiramoto dominated his peers despite being half their age. So to better understand Ren's transformation from humble kickboxing prodigy to MMA's most toxic fighter, we have to start from the beginning. Born in Tokyo, Japan, Ren Hiramoto made his kickboxing debut at just 16 years old, stepping into the amateur scene and immediately dominating. Showing composure and combinations that were well above his age. And when stepping into the professional kickboxing scene, Ren had no trouble dishing out the same treatment to the veterans. Ren's fighting IQ was visibly high as he punished his opponent every time he threw a kick. Eventually returning kicks of his own. But it's Ren's ability to counter-strike that gets the job done. Ren's confidence kept growing as he started pushing the pace a lot more aggressively, even against more experienced opponents. Pinning them against the ropes and going for the kill. But the kickboxing prodigy was about to be put in front of another prodigy, Minoru Kimura, a cocky kickboxer with 3 times the amount of fights under his belt and devastating hands. Minoru used his experience advantage to read Ren's offense and was able to find openings to Ren's head and body. And even wobbled the prodigy. But Ren was set out to prove that he can go to war. Minoru then tried to put Ren away early, but Ren had no quit in him. Earning Minoru's respect, the two continued the pace, throwing everything in the kitchen sink at each other. Unfortunately, Ren hadn't done enough and experienced his first loss ever, a hardship that he wasn't used to, but at just 17 years old, he decided to use this as motivation, deciding that from now on, he'd be the more aggressive fighter. Going on to showcase his newfound style against Muay Thai specialists. But Ren was about to face yet another prodigy with more experience, Daiso Sasaki. Still, Ren Hiramoto showed no fear, blasting him with combinations.
かりこうガードのねブロック固めてるんで、基本やっぱり平本選手が先に出るっていう。
返す佐々木返す平本、そうですね平本、それに対して佐々木まずゴール。
この、出方をずっとしていると時間の問題になってきちゃう気はしますね。
Sasaki started firing back on Ren and dragging the 17-year-old into a dogfight.
左フックも捉えているか、ブラックしてゲートする平本。いやでも中村さん
これで勝つんだっていうこう信念を
当たる、さらに右ストレート。
Both fighters were trying to knock each other's head off.
ミドルがいい。
左ミドルから右のパンチ、ここで最大のチャンス。それでも右ストレート。
And despite losing to a decision, this fight cemented Ren as one of the most entertaining and beloved young kickboxers. But Ren continued improving, showcasing his skills against a much taller opponent by chopping his legs down.
パンチと膝で圧をかけた。
最初は蹴っていった方がいいと思うんですね。ローキックダブル。
Ren kicked so hard that he broke his French opponent's foot in the second round. By this point, Ren's in-ring persona was changing, and he started walking his opponents down with no mercy. Ren went on to fight older opponents again, but this time he was the one bullying them.
追い込んでのサイドキック気味からストレート、警戒もしてるんでしょうね。そうですね、右のパンチなどに合わせてですか。左フック、さらに外から長い距離のパンチで平本。
Ren even smiled at his opponent's desperation clinches.
タフな選手を倒すっていうね、伝えられています。
Yet the kickboxing prodigy wasn't showing any more sympathy. But right at the peak of this Ren Hiramoto hype train, an old opponent of his showed up, Daiso Sasaki, and he was looking to defeat Ren in the tournament finals once again. The fight started like their first bout, where Ren pushed the pace early on. The difference this time is that Ren wasn't going to lose his momentum again, and he continued to throw violent combinations at Sasaki. That is until Sasaki was able to find a new opening in Ren's game, spamming uppercuts at Ren that broke his nose.
中村さん、乱戦になっても強い佐々木ですからね、そこに持ち込まんという手段もありそうで。アッパーダブル。いいアッパーですね。佐々木もその後さらに右アッパー。この距離のアッパー見えてないんじゃないですかね。ちょっと近距離の勝負は佐々木選手の方が強いですね。ボディさらにミドル。
Not being able to breathe properly, Ren looked exhausted and was letting the fight slip away from him. And with just 30 seconds left in the match, Ren was able to land his revenge on his old opponent. Earning him the decision, Ren's comeback inspired tears throughout the crowd. Now at 20 years old, Ren's last kickboxing match ever was going to be against a veteran Muay Thai fighter who was coming off a 17-fight winning streak. But by this point, Ren Hiramoto's game was in another level. Announcing his retirement from kickboxing, Ren transitioned into MMA, debuting as one of the most anticipated fighters in the organization's history. Unfortunately for Ren, he was placed against a killer contender, Hagiwara. Hagiwara immediately took Ren to the ground, knowing that the kickboxer's takedown defense was basically non-existent, threatening Ren with attacks and submissions that he hadn't experienced before. Trapping Ren in the corner and forcing his team to throw in the towel. Ren's second MMA match wasn't much different, after nearly getting dropped in the opening minute. Ren went to absolute war with his opponent, recklessly walking forward and throwing for the fences. But once again, Ren was taken down and controlled, losing him the decision. Ren continued with his antics, flipping off his opponent in the intro. Only this time, Ren was determined to put away his opponent before getting taken down. And after another middle finger, Ren was visibly in his mode, stuffing takedowns, escaping submissions, and using his kickboxing background to outclass his opponent on the feet. Ren quickly deviated from the MMA scene and took on a professional boxing fight just to remind everyone of how skilled he is on his feet. Returning to the MMA division, Ren was set out to secure his match against Mikuru Asakura, the most famous fighter in Japan, and earn his rightful spot as the new face of the sport. But for that to happen, Ren would have to face Sugiyama, a violent brawler like himself. The two traded hard shots, but Ren landed the cleaner shots. Shocking the crowd by taking down his opponent. Ren's classic counter striking against the ropes was on display. And after securing victory, Ren called out the king of Japanese MMA, Mikuru Asakura, known for his insane streak of knockouts. This massive match would dictate who the new king of pop MMA would be, a dream that Ren Hiramoto has been reaching for since he was 16 years old. The two fighters were cautious, measuring each other's distance. That is until Ren Hiramoto caught Asakura with a hook and then 100 more. Closing the chapter on his lifelong dream, Ren Hiramoto finished his story. Who should Ren Hiramoto fight next? Let me know in the comments and subscribe.